All right, we're going to take a quick look into the Descent into the Ancestral Ruins event on the test server right now. It is the 11th of November, 10 a.m. CST. This is the current state on the test server. I'm going to give a quick run on how to play the event. What does it cost me? Is it worth it? To play the event, you will need to attain 1200 progress. One progress is equal to one of these challenge passes. To get these challenge passes, you can either purchase them with 28,000 Drachen over the entire 14-day period, and that is 280 challenge passes, or you can buy them with Anamant, which is 1,000 Anamant per challenge pass. Now, how much does it actually cost to play the entire event? Since you need 1200 progress, you will need to get all the Drachen passes. You will get 50 free passes from the progress bar, and then you will need to buy another 870 challenge passes, which means this event does cost you 870,000 Anamant, which is equal to about 4 to 5 months of the smuggler event, assuming it's the 24k event where you and you do it in all 5 of your characters. If you do that, that is 5 months of it. All right. It would also be roughly, let's take a look at it. I mean, like 700 euros. If you do want to go for lucky bags, good luck. I don't know how much that would be. Yeah. What do I get in return for paying this horrendous amount? Now, you do get a jewel chest for 120 Anamant. I will just assume that you do it with the Draken as well. This one could technically be free in quotation marks. This one would also be included. It is part of the Dragon Crest quest line, so you will actually need this if you want to complete it. And aside from that, yeah, I guess that is about it. You do get 20 entrances right here, which means the first bar is completable without paying a single Anamant, but you will pay 28,000 Drachen for it. What else do we get? We get 200,000 gem dust, shiny dust, whatever you want to call it. That's not bad, but the price you're paying for it is just ridiculous. Another 28,000 if you upgrade an offensive gem on the last stage. You do get 50 Cresserite. Insane value right there. That's sarcasm, by the way. You do get 2,000 Draken back. That's, I mean, yeah, I don't know. And a Trapezoid gem back. Crazy. If they were to put 100 Imperial gem bags right there, I would still not play the event. That's how expensive it is. It is ridiculous. I don't understand. It's just crazy. There's one part though that I find kind of interesting. 2 parts actually. Number 1 is this right here. So if you still need the big game hunt set, you can try and just stock up on stuff to run the event. If you're good on Anamant, go for empowered sorcery books. These will probably be the most amount of time spent during the big game hunt event just farming these. And for people who don't have a lot of jewels and still need some, especially the Jewel of Gem Fortune, I would probably recommend this. You can apparently buy this daily, which means 14 jewel chests are possible, which is crazy. If that's possible, yo, go for it. You do get quite a few coins. They are not too hard to obtain, but if you can't run blood, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. The other part that's interesting is the Dragon Crest, or dare I say disappointing. The Dragon Crest gives you 2 slots for the purple one, 1 for the blue one, and 3 slots for the finished one. The Dragon Crest can only be equipped once you've finished the quest, as far as I'm aware, and you can socket these things into it. I will just assume, since when hovering over it, there is no speak of any limitation of how many you can socket, I'll just assume that you can socket the same one as many times as you want. That's what I'm going by, because most of them are just straight up garbage. We're looking at the most expensive one, and it is 1% cooldown reduction. What a f***ing joke. We have jewels that give you 7 times as much. There's one thing that is interesting though, and that would be the damage reduction is only interesting if the calculation is applied after everything else. So I'm assuming incoming damage, minus armor, minus resistance, whatever, and then another 6% less of that. If that's the case, it's interesting. If it's straight up 6% on any of these resistances, then it would be very interesting. Now, at that point, I'd be inclined to say, yeah, I might farm for that. Because if you have 50% armor right here, you take half the damage from an enemy. If you were to have 60% armor now, you would be 20% tankier, since half of the damage that you still received would be the other 50%. Now you take away 10. That leaves you with 40%, 20% less damage if you think about just the portion that you already received. This makes percentage damage reduction way better the more you have, which is also the reason that it's capped at 80%, because you'd pretty much be immortal at 90 to 95% already. That's the only thing I can see that's really worth it. So would I play this event? No. Do I think they need to change something? Absolutely. I would probably change the price of the challenge passes down to either 100, 150, at most 200, But I don't see how it's playable like this. It's just a joke. We're looking at almost 700 euros going by their outdated prices, but I will judge them on the prices that they have in the shop for Animant right here, just because they are still offering it, and they have done so since the beginning of the game. This is what they think it's worth, and if they judge it by their own shop, either the prices are going to change drastically, or events like these are just insanely unbalanced. For any new player, get your free stuff, try to get a few jewel boxes if you can. I do hope that they hit the server with the daily limit. That would be amazing for you guys. Yeah, if you play the event, good luck. Just again, this was the test server on the 11th of November. This still might change. I really hope it does. It's completely disproportional.